and I want to teach English as a second language.
I did that for a little while, and I loved it. I made like lifelong friends with my students because I taught adults.
I'm Harley. I'd like to do radio broadcasting.
Okay. My name's Connor. I'm going to be an architect. An architect? Okay. All right. So video production, whether you want to go into audio production, even whether you want to be a pediatrician or a comedian, your writing matters. So getting the foundation of your writing skills is like super important. And right now, you guys are at the age where you can really make sure you're learning all the tools that you need to ground it. Are you always going to have the same intro? Are you always going to have a middle part of your podcast? And how are you going to end it? So for our podcast, we always started with an anecdote. So you heard the anecdote about the best laugh. Started with an anecdote. No, excuse me. We started with last week on University Mysteries, and then we had some clips of interviews from the previous. That got a little different. Because I used to do a lot of freelancing, both video and radio journals. Oh, they didn't use this for radio journals, but I definitely used it for video a lot. Totally did not use these ones. They definitely picked a different genre and mood. But so then I would be able to put these in the background of the marketing videos I was producing and.
All right. Why don't you go and you go? Okay. Have a seat and like raise his hand here. But you zoom in on their eyes, focus, and zoom out. That way you're sure you have a nice, clear, crisp focus. And here we have obviously an added challenge because we have a lot of backlight coming from the street. So these lights are the same color temperature as outdoor light. So most studio lights are 3200 Kelvin, which is kind of like an orange color. These are actually bluer. They're like 56, 58. Already?
Yeah. So right now we have a 2-shot, which means that this camera is getting the both of them, and then we have 2 solo shots on each end. And how we do it, we cross the cameras. So his solo shot will be right here, and his solo shot's over here. So whenever we take cameras, what we usually do, we give them at least 5-second notice before we take the camera. So you do that just by holding a fist over each camera. And then Alex, who is back there in the control room, is talking to me, and he'll count me down, 5, 4, 3, 2. I say that to them, and then whenever we get to 1, and then I take them by going like this. So you'll know when to start reading whenever I do this. And also the light on the camera that you're on will be turned on. And then you'll just see me going to either this camera or that camera. This camera is for you. So if you're reading over here, you want to pay attention to your peripheral if I'm holding my hand up over here, and then you'll have about 5 seconds until I take you to this camera, and then you just turn and look at this one. Same for you over there. 4, 3, 2.
Hello, and welcome to UV News. I'm Michael.
And I'm Isaiah.
The United States government held their weekly meeting in the Student Center Monday afternoon. University President Paul Hannigan accepted an invitation to speak in front of the legislative body, covering 4 topics: tuition cost, transparency, and budgeting, funding for the Pittsburgh Playhouse, and even Hannigan's role as president of the university, as requested by the USG President Kaylee Kearns.
Thank you very much.
Good job. All right. Perfect. Resting at number 3. Speaking of digital downloads, a recently leaked email from Apple has sparked rumors of iTunes shutting down. Metro reports that the email stated, quote, Apple will no longer accept new submissions of iTunes LPs after March 2018. The email also says that...
But whenever you're doing weather, you can look at yourself, look at the camera, and use your hand.
They're pretty
and
much
then you always switch like this. You never have your back to the camera for weather. And then you'll be able to look at that. 3, 2.
Hi, I'm Seth, and this is your 7-day forecast.
So as you can see, it's going to be a pretty gloomy week for the most part, but at least it'll be a little warmer than some of the other weeks than that we previously had for most of this month. There will be a little bit of a drop on Saturday, and with the temperature going down to about 36 with a little bit of rain. And the big day, of course, Tuesday with big voting day, you'll see it's going to be a little bit warmer, but we'll see how the voter turnout turns out since it's supposed to rain that day. So we'll have to see what happens with that. And after Monday and Tuesday with a little bit of a warm spike, we're going to see it drop off, and we'll see what happens in the future with that as time progresses. But overall, it's going to be a pretty gloomy week and probably showers, especially Thursday, Saturday, and the big Super Tuesday.
How about the elderly people in the community? We talked to them and said, what do you miss? And they said, we miss the newspaper. And I said, what do you miss about it? Well, said, our friends are dead and buried long before we even know that they've died, because there's no obituaries anymore. You don't see what's going on. And just, you think that the politicians maybe they'd be the ones that be like rejoicing, like finally we don't have that newspaper looking over our shoulders. And instead, they're the ones that are probably the most upset about it, because they can't get their own stories out. They're no longer able to tell their stories to their constituents. And so we went down to McKeesport and we found this amazing group of kids down there. Youth Cast after school program. These are kids who meet in the mayor's office, the top floor of City Hall. They get there after school. And we went to them with a challenge and said, hey guys, can you tell the stories of your own communities? And what we're going to talk about today is the project that they've been working on. Some of you have the books in your hand that the students put together. Those are their photographs, their stories, their interviews. They went out and talked to the fire chief, did a sit-down interview with him, and then moved through. We called it that because a place that doesn't have any news could be called a news desert. That's you probably maybe heard of food deserts before, places that don't have food. A news desert is a place that doesn't have any news. And so what we're trying to do is build a little bit of an oasis in the middle of this place that no longer has any stores. So we want to show you some of their work. You can go to McKeesportMediaOasis.com is the website. And this is basically a chronicle of everything they've done this year. You guys remember this? You can step out so you can see the photos. So when we first started out, we wanted to bring the students into the Center for Media Innovation, the space across the street, just to give them that experience of being on camera, having the empowerment of telling their own stories. What do you feel? Did you learn anything from being on camera? Were you surprised that it was it harder than you thought or easier than you thought?
It's harder than I thought, because you gotta be able to speak in front of a whole bunch of people.